All right, guys, we are currently sitting here looking at an article from Screen Rant that says Lords of the Fallen 2.0 update throws shade at Elden Ring co-op, adds incredible new Friends Pass feature. Now, what they're talking about is that this game, Lords of the Fallen, that came out in 2023, kind of a reboot of a game from 2014 that most people probably had never heard about, and it wasn't a very good game apparently at launch. The game came out in 2023 to mixed reviews. The game had a lot of issues at launch, a lot of bugs, a lot of quality of life things that were missing, and just not a very enjoyable experience for everybody who spent the money on it at the time. So the developers, rather than give up on the game, went back to the drawing board, put out a whole bunch of patches. I want to say it was like 50 patches over the last couple of years, and now they have 2.0 out, which is absolutely insane, the amount of quality of life features and fixes that are in this, as well as the ability to have a Friends Pass feature, which essentially means that if you have a copy of the game and your friend doesn't, they can play with you throughout the entire game, and they save all of their progress. So whenever they finally get around to purchasing their own copy, all their saved data is still there, and they can continue on in the game on their own. They don't lose any of their progress, which is a huge win for gamers. This is a massive, massive win. And this, of course, comes from CI Games, a studio where the CEO has said, we are done with the DEI crap. We're going to start listening to gamers. We want to sell something that people want to play. And of course, this has had some mixed opinions about it. I myself am a little worried that this is one of these smoke screens where you're going to start seeing developers basically adopt the anti-DEI stance to sell their game. But in this case, it seems like this is genuine, that they are not going to back down, even from criticism of the media, different people who are out there, the activists in the game studios, basically saying, oh, this is just an act, this is stupid, nobody cares about this. Well, Marek Tymiński cares. Just a few days ago, he actually tweeted out that they still haven't broken even on Lords of the Fallen back from when it launched in 2023, but says we're not done yet, we're sticking with it, we seriously appreciate everyone who's been with us so far. Version 2 is coming very soon. We think you and your friends are going to love it, and from what I've seen, everyone is like hyped as hell about this update. I mean, just today alone, he tweeted out that they broke into the top 10 Steam global bestsellers, said thank you all so much, you made this happen. Now, here's the thing. He's been getting a lot of criticism from the media, from, of course, a lot of the activists out there, both in the games media as well as in, development, because he's putting out tweets like this, talking about how diversity and inclusion matter only when they come from hiring the best talent. Forced DEI is not progress. It's ideology that makes companies slower, weaker, and less competitive. Merit wins, always has, always should. Top ideas come from sharp minds, not checkboxes. This should not be controversial. This should not be a controversial statement to make, kind of like how everyone goes after Asmongold because he's the Roach King. And it's like, well, Asmongold is not a genius. He just has a very loud, very large audience and a very loud megaphone, essentially, to, project to. And because he's saying common sense things, people are like, whoa, that's crazy. It's like, no, it's just what everybody's thinking. He just has the ability to say it. So, of course, the media has gone after Marek Tymiński. You see articles like this from PC Gamer saying, Lords of the Fallen publisher embraces fear of the DEI boogeyman, says it will not include any, quote, social or political agendas in its game. Again, they want to paint this as if he's basically chasing some sort of boogeyman, rather than doing something that every developer should probably do, which is, again, put gamers first, put the quality of their game first, put the story first over any other ideological or activist-minded writer or developer that's part of the game. They need to do the bare bones first, do the bare minimum first, make a good game, and then, start to worry about your own personal politics, your own beliefs. Just make the game good first. Insider Gaming had this article from January that says CI Games is the latest company to rebel against, quote, forced DEI. Again, they put that in quotes because they themselves do not want to say, yeah, it's forced. They're trying to say it's all, it's not really happening, and then if it is happening, it's a good thing, and then why are you against this thing? They're trying to gaslight people and to realize into not believing that the DEI is forced. So, of course, it's not just the media. We're seeing people who used to work in media outlets, like Nick Calandra, formerly of Second Wind, formerly of The Escapist, in this Discord server that was very controversial a couple months ago, saying if anyone in development here knows folks at CI Games at the actual studios and wants to put me in touch with them, this guy's an effing clown, talking about Marek Tymiński. Says, I know some people and I'm already reaching out, but boy, this guy is something. The fact that he paid to make this tweet an ad of all things is just gross. Of course, he's gone back and forth, Marek has, with Alyssa Mercante. We all know Alyssa Mercante. Here's this post from him saying, a reminder, we make games, not politics. We stand for non-political and non-social agendas, no DEI in gaming content. Our next games and updates will follow that. She shared a screenshot and said, these people are such losers, bro. Gamergate, Trumpism, alt-right, all defined by absolutely unparalleled levels of dork-ass loserdom. The internet made them think they aren't losers. They are. Update. Currently, Alyssa Mercante, I think she's waiting tables or she's currently out of work. So just kind of put that in there for context. Of course, Marek Dominski quote tweeted this and said, not political. We follow what players want, facts and data. Standing against hate speech, no room for it here. So again, Marek seems like a very sensible guy. Would you consider him to be like some sort of alt-right fascist extremist? No. But apparently Reddit does. So from Pirate Nation today, the Lords of the Fallen subreddit has banned the developers of the game from posting on it, citing fascist ideology from the CEO of CI Games. I am not even kidding. So this post says, the CEO of CI Games, Marek Dominski, is actively supporting and promoting fascist ideology under the guise of catering to the player base. As a moderation team, along with many gamers worldwide, we are deeply shocked and disgusted by the events of the past few weeks. In response, we have removed all CI Games and Hexworks officials from the moderation team. However, we want to make it clear that those removed are honorable and decent individuals, and we have nothing but respect for them. Every interaction we've had with them since the game's launch has been nothing short of extraordinary. Then why'd you remove them? Unfortunately, this decision affects the wrong people. Our concerns are directly solely at the CEO, and at this time, no one else. So basically, the CEO is the bad guy from World War II, and everyone else is an angel. Over the past several weeks and months, we have seen a significant increase in hate speech, misconduct, and violations of Reddit whenever content from these platforms is shared. Additionally, we've experienced an influx of users spreading fascist views both on the subreddit and via mod mail. Let us be clear. We do not tolerate any violations of our behavioral rules, nor do we condone or support fascist ideology. Anyone engaging in such misconduct will face a permanent ban. You can find our subreddit's rules here or in the sidebar. And then they say, why are we banning these platforms? While the rise in misconduct related to Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram is a key factor, there are additional reasons for this decision. Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram now require a login to view content, making it accessible. Wow, okay, who cares about that? The spread of misinformation, disinformation, and propaganda has significantly increased. These corporations have actively enabled fascism, removed fact-checking measures, censored certain keywords from search algorithms, and silenced communities while allowing harmful rhetoric to thrive. Well, aren't they the ones silencing people if they're banning like the entire development team from CI Games over one dude? We refuse to support platforms that profit from misinformation, hate speech, and incitement of violence. Right, because that never happens on Reddit. Ever, right? I love this down here, alternative to Twitter. Blue Sky's a great alternative. Yeah, just go check out Alex Rosen and take a look at how many of the creepy guys, the PDF files, are on Blue Sky. Just you could probably, get a group of Blue Sky users together, throw a few rocks at them, and you probably hit at least 2 pedos. Just saying. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave right there. These people are nuts. Marek is doing a great thing. CI Games has the right idea. I'm gonna check out this game. I just bought it. I'm gonna play it with my son probably on the Friends Pass, see what he thinks about it. Let me know what you guys think about all this stuff, and I will catch you on the next one. All right, and if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you for being here. I do have 2 channels, Minimal Effort Podcast, as well as my gaming channel. I do have a Twitch and Kick for my gaming channel. We do live streams over there occasionally, maybe once a week. And then if you are in the market for a new PC, make sure to check out Meta PCs. Click the link I have down below. Use code TBO at checkout for a special discount. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.